With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for Thompson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they will score. A pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
His pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard
he was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Caleb Von Chason able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, Almost winds up in empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. If you're these...
Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
DJ Shark.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Chicago ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
a gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago. This
is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Bears.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well. On
first down, they run with Howard. And he'll have a a gain of 3 to the 33.
With the give to Jordan Howard.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Number 34.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
Good tackle by Akeem Hicks, and what a nice career he's had. Remember, he played his college ball in Canada, now in his 5th season with the Bears, and 9th overall in the NFL.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline the penalty. It seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
C.J. Henderson on the 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Down at the 46-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Short of the goal.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. That'll Allen Robinson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. Whenever you get an opportunity, you can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, he's got it complete to Thompson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. It'll be Minshew again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Yeah, let's get 7.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. 58, boys. 58. Come on.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Eifert.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
On for the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go with Howard again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. From the 21 and 2nd and 10.
1-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Mack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Mack, the ball carrier.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. General West.
On the sneak, Minshew. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Howard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
40-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Mike, check. 59. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off down at the 10, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Those chains. That's good for another.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing again on second down. Minshew, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bears 27, Jaguars 17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. He was covered.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're gonna rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here comes Westbrook. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And in a relatively pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Minshew. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, wahoo. It's our time.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Going deep for Eifert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, Minshew. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They give it here to Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Minshew and Shark on the hook up there. 1st down, Jacksonville. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And 1.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Good. Makes the score Bears 34. Jaguars 24. Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final score, Bears.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash. Ooh, then I did the dash. Can I catch me both? Your whole team is so competent. Stellar mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. I've been ready for this.